First off, let me just say that I want to thank both Sean Cannell and Ryan Pineda for inspiring this video. Both of those gentlemen have met with me here recently and given me a lot of great feedback, coaching, and advice. And really, both Sean and Ryan have really allowed me to look into what one rental at a time is and figure out how we've got from nowhere to somewhere. So in this video, you and I are going to walk through the past 5 years together. You are going to see what daily discipline and focus means. You are going to see what content over perfection means. And yes, we will undoubtedly uncover how I accidentally made $1 million. Yes, it is shocking to think about that you and I together over the last 5 years have seen this brand, this story, this growing trend produce over $1 million. And as you will see in a minute, it has been a complete accident. It has been, nothing has been planned. So without further ado, Ryan, Sean, thank you so much. If you happen to know Ryan or Sean, do me a favor, tag them on social media. Let them know that I appreciate them. Let them know that you saw this video. I think Ryan Pineda and Sean Cannell, Sean at Think Media, really deserve a lot of credit for eye-opening this eye-opening exercise. So let's go through the PowerPoint. I think it is very, very interesting, and we will do it together. So again, I talk this titled How I Accidentally Made Over $1 Million, which is just wild to think about. So let me just get my viewer out of here. So again, what we're going to do is we're going to review the activity and the timeline, the numbers, the graph of how we've gotten from $0 to over $1 million. We're going to go back to day one, right? Day one, you're going to see my very first video was myself on a couch. My lovely wife, Olivia, helped me record it. It was actually on a camera where it was on a flash memory, and I had to take the flash memory and move it to my computer. That is how non-technical, old school I was. I had no idea about all the things available in the social media world. So again, should be eye-opening to you. So again, you don't need perfection. You just need to push record. We're going to talk about the key activities each year. We are going to talk about what worked and what didn't work, what produced dollars and what didn't produce dollars, and see where the growth came from. We are going to look at the money year by year, category by category, and yes, we will get to a cumulative view, both numerically and graphically. I think the graph is eye-opening. As you will see in a moment, without stealing the thunder, the first couple of years were frankly disappointing. If your thing was dollars, I think a lot of you would have stopped after year one. Year one, again, we will get into this in a minute. I produced 750 videos and made no money. Let me say that again. Year one rental at a time, produced 750 videos, $0. And we will go over to that together. And then finally, I will close with some lessons because, again, I think $1 million is out there for you. It does take time. It does take focus. It does take consistency. But as you will see in a minute, I am no genius. I had no grand plan. I think both Ryan and Sean have given me excellent advice on things I could do different or better. And for that, gentlemen, I thank you very, very much. So remember, I didn't have a plan. I started this on my couch. I did lots of videos from my kid's bedroom. I've never edited videos. I didn't know what a thumbnail was for several years. Keywords, nothing like that. I was just pushing record. I did keep moving forward, right? That was one thing that was important. I've said this, one of my things that I admit that I am broken is I am sitting here today excited to record this video for you, but equally excited for the great conversations I get to have tomorrow. It really puts a smile on my face knowing that we are doing something that's impacting lives. One thing that you will see that maybe is the reason I could keep going, even though I did 750 videos and made $0, is for me, it wasn't about the money. And maybe one of the reasons I accidentally created $1 million or earned $1 million is it wasn't about the money. It was all a happy accident. And then finally, I was chasing impact. As you will see in a minute, and I may repeat a couple of times, my goal at the start of this when I was sitting on that couch was to create something that would outlive me by 50 years. That's something I thought would be foundational on YouTube. It then grew into more and more and more. And now, thankfully, we are seeing impact every day. And it is blowing me away, the things that we could do here at One Rental at a Time. And I thank all of you for supporting, watching, thumbs up, all of that. Like, subscribe, tell other people to join. We are a very different channel. We have millionaires come back each week. I don't edit videos. It's not perfected. I do a 3, 2, 1 countdown. I do lives. It is what it is. And I am okay with that. If you want perfection and, cut-ins and cutouts, I'm not your guy. I just push record. So here we go. One Rental at a Time is born March 17th, 2018. You can go back and look at the stats on my channel. That was when the very first video was loaded. One Rental at a Time was born on March 17th, 2018. My first video, again, was filmed on my couch with an old camera where, again, I had to take the flash card out of the camera and put it in my computer. Yes, I am that old and that non-technical. Never done any editing, no thumbnails, no keywords, no plan. I do have thumbnails now, which you will see later. But in the beginning, if you go back to my old videos, no idea. As far as I could tell, YouTube picked a couple and I just let it go. No editing, no keywords. I just didn't bother. I assumed there's probably some things you should focus on. I chose to focus on impact, not on money. Again, my goal was to create a positive impact that would outlive me by 50 years. I had no idea, but I did feel YouTube was important. Way back in 2018, 5 years ago, a little bit over 5 years, it felt to me that I was going to bet on YouTube. YouTube was the platform that I was going to bet on. And 5 years later, I'm happy to report, I think I was right. I made the right bet. I am ecstatic for being here for you, and it's allowed me to do so many other things. So again, on March 17th, it was born. In 2018, we made $0. It's terrible. And oh, by the way, I recorded 750 videos. So I ask you, if you had to record 750 videos before you made $1, would you do it? I think most people wouldn't record 7 videos or 75 videos. And I recorded 750 videos and still didn't make $1. So that is the first 9 months of One Rental at a Time. And as we wrap up year 1, even though I made $0, I have to tell you, I felt I was successful. I enjoyed those first 750 videos. I am pleased with all of them. I think they are some of the original content, but I was finding my voice. We didn't really find our stride in 18, but we took a shot. We tried lots of things. We just kept moving forward. All right, let's talk about 2019. So what happened in 2019? First and foremost, One Rental at a Time YouTube channel gets monetized. It gets monetized almost 1 year and 1,250 videos later. So again, I produced about 750 videos in 9 months and then another 500 before I was monetized. These numbers are rounded. Certainly over 1,000 videos before I was monetized. Some would, some won't. I did. And that is important. Something else I was working on in 2018 was writing this amazing book. This amazing book right here, OneRentalAtATime.com, self-published on Amazon. Something you will see is a lot of people get book deals with Bigger Pockets or other publishers. If you take the time, energy to write your own book and you monetize it on Amazon, you make a lot more per book. I think in the paperback version, I make about $6 a book. And I think Amazon sells it for like $14.99, I think. But yeah, so you can make $6 a book if you self-publish. And I will give you the numbers for One Rental at a Time here in a minute. If you have gotten the book, take a picture of it, send me a selfie, write a 5-star review. We have over 1,000 reviews. I think it's like 1,200 reviews for this amazing book. So if you want to be another great review, give me a 5-star on Amazon. Recommend it to your friends. I would greatly appreciate it. So one thing about this book is it was enjoyable to write. It was enjoyable to get out of me. If you've ever interacted with me in email, You know that I write horribly, misspell words all the time. My thumbnails often have misspelled words. Just the letters get mixed up in my head. I can't do anything about it. They're out of order, but my eyes make them look in order. It's just something I've struggled with my whole life. It is what it is. That said, I had to spend $10,000 getting it edited, and it took about 3 months to write and about 6 months to edit. The first person I had edit it actually took my voice away, so we had to can them and start over with our second editor. But yeah, $10,000, a little bit over $10,000 to get the book edited and ultimately published. I did release a course, How to Get Started One Rental at a Time. It's the same course I have today, same course that's helped thousands and thousands and thousands of people. When it originally came out, it was rather small and condensed and only $99. Today, it's $399, full of amazing stuff, extras, bonuses, a private Facebook group, and much, much more. When it did come out originally, it was only $99. So what happened in 2019? Monetized on February 13th. I made $1,571, $1,571 on YouTube. Yeah, I was a YouTube baller right there. Book sales, Amazon. So I sold like 1,200 books, I think, or 1,100 books. So $6 a book. You can do the math. About $6. So $66,778. And then the ORAC course, there was about 151 of you that bought the course and yeah, we had made about $15,000 with the course, How to Get Started One Rental at a Time. And if you've been with me from the very beginning, please know that I respect, I appreciate. It's been a joy to go on this journey with you. We're going to do much, much bigger things. I do think this video is really highlighting how I think you could turn your hobby and passion into real money. Again, you'll see in a minute. I think this is just an example of one way to get wealthy. More on that in a minute. But again, in 2018, we made $0. 2019, we made $23,439. Not great. Not great. Let's see what happened in 2020. So again, 2020, a couple of things happened. One, before 2020, it was really kind of just me. I would occasionally interview people that said yes, but the lovely Anna Kelly was the first millionaire to say, hey, let's do this every week. Anna and I have spoken probably 45 Wednesdays every year. We are scheduled at 8 a.m. Pacific Wednesday morning to speak. We make about 45 out of 52 each year. But it was really Anna Kelly that allowed me to start that idea, and we've grew it out originally to 5 or 6 folks, and then you'll see in a minute it's gotten even bigger than that. So the reason I think the weekly millionaires are important is a lot of YouTube creators have a problem creating content. If you take your hobby, your passion, and you find other like-minded individuals, you can have conversations very quick, very on par, on topic. And the weekly millionaires are important. They're so important that I created a brand new website, onerentalatatime.com. Please go check it out and go meet the millionaires. It's actually the second box, onerentalatatime.com. Please go there, check it out. Meet the millionaires, see their bios, see what's going on, see the books they recommend. Again, the thing that the website was done for was to really celebrate them. We did start doing the daily financial news, 7:30 a.m. for over 2 years, almost 3 years. We did it every day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Yes, I am that broken. Thankfully, my wife, who was much smarter than me, interjected eventually and said, hey, honey, that's enough. You're going to burn out. So now we do it 5 days a week. She is right. She's right a lot. Shh, don't tell her. But yeah, yeah, we do it 5 days a week now, 7:30 a.m. We do it live, no editing. Right here from usually from my studio, sometimes from when we travel. Something we did do again in 2020 is we pushed this amazing book, One Rental at a Time, to Audible. I did try to read the book myself. I am a horrible, I don't read very well, right? The letters get all messed up in my head, and it's hard. It's like reading to me is working out. It's effort. It's hard. So I tried, it didn't work out well. So I paid someone. Again, I wasted a bunch of money. If you've heard it on Audible, I apologize. It does sound like a computer voice. Good news, Dion from Dion Talk, who was the narrator to my second book, 15 Conversations with Millionaires, is almost done narrating one rental at a time, and that should hopefully be coming out soon. But yeah, Dion is amazing for helping us get rid of that computer voice or machine voice here shortly. But again, I just moved forward. I picked a $5,000 option. I thought it was the right thing, and it was a disaster. But still, you'll see in a minute, we did sell some books on Audible. One thing that I did do in 2020, which I was a happy accident. Again, hopefully what you're seeing here is I had no grand plan. I just kept moving forward, pivoting, adjusting very quickly. Something we did is we created a private Facebook group. If you bought my course, How to Get Started One Rental at a Time, I felt you needed a place to interact with me, interact with others. I originally thought this place would be a spot for FAQs, frequently asked questions. Boy, was I wrong. If you buy my course, you're going to join a community of 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 like-minded individuals who do the work, celebrate, post wins, ask questions. Frankly, if you've done deals in the past, you should join and celebrate. If you're new, you should join and watch. You should network. You should hold each other accountable. You could go in there and have somebody work with you, and you could just keep moving forward together, called an accountability partner. Lots of amazing things you could do when you're around other amazing people. And then finally, we did raise the price when we added this Facebook group. We added bonus sections. It now was raised from $99 to $199. So what happened in 2020 as far as money went? So YouTube went from $1,400, I think it was, to 14 grand. Yes, we averaged a little bit over $1,000 a month on YouTube. Book sales, one rental at a time, went from what was it before, 6,000 to 18,000. Course sales jumped. I don't remember what they were, but they went up to 60,000. Audible, even with that horrible narration, we did about $4,800, and then some referrals. People that came to my channel and asked for referrals, I was paid about $8,000 for various referrals that year. So cumulative total for one rental at a time was $106,000.53. We are now roughly 3 years deep into this, and now we've made $129,000 cumulative. I would guess we're probably at 4,000 or 5,000 videos by this point, just to kind of put that in context. But yeah, we've only made 129, or we've made 129 grand in 2 years and 9 months. All right, what happened in 2021? Well, we now have a full roster. I have 5 days a week of millionaires. We go 8, 9, and 10. Some are an hour long, some are a half hour. Again, we shoot for a 10 to 15 minute video. We try to average 12 minutes on one topic, and then we move on, no editing. It's a lot of fun. I have averaged 5 videos a day for 365 days. We record 5 days, but we post all 7. Again, it's when you do it this way and you have other contributors that are a part of the cycle, it's really easy to do. I think creating 5 videos by yourself would be really, really hard. But if you have other millionaires, in this case, or other contributors, it's really easy. Again, I think this is a model you can cover whether you're doing classic cars, needlepoint, bonsai trees, whatever it is. You find other creators and talk to them on Monday, and then talk to a different one on Tuesday, and talk to a different one on Wednesday. It is a way that you could really build a pretty awesome community. I did release my second book. Let me grab it. 15 Conversations with Real Estate Millionaires was released, and this is the book that Dion actually narrated. It is also on Audible. Let me tell you about this book. First, this book here, One Rental at a Time, it was, in all honesty, written for me. It was my way to document how we got here. It was a way for me to kind of decompress after 15 years. This book, 15 Conversations with Real Estate Millionaires, it was written for you, the audience. It has 15 different stories of 15 different millionaires that did it 15 different ways. You could have been a 19-year-old kid working at Jamba Juice who got a 203K loan that went on to become Meet Kevin. He is in the book. You could be a 75 or 78-year-old who is unwinding their portfolio. That is in the book. You could be Jason Pritchard, who is our Sunday guest and goes all in and burns the boat. You could be April Crosley, who left healthcare, traveled the country in an RV. In there, there's 15 amazing stories. This book was written for you because I know that when I was getting started, and if you go to my website, onerentalatatime.com, and look at my book recommendations, there's a book by Gary Keller. I think it's called Millionaire Real Estate Investor. I think it's blue and white. It's one of the books I recommend. It was very impactful. But when you look at that book, it was impactful for me, not for the meat of the book, but the last 20 pages or 30 pages. He had a page and a half of different investors. I got to tell you, at night for 5 years, I consumed that book. I consumed those stories. I wanted to believe it was possible. The first 5 years of real estate investing are slow. Bad things happen. Water heaters break. Tenants move on. It's hard. This book here, you read this book one time, 15 different stories. You're going to find 3 or 4 different stories in here that resonate, that you'll get to hold on to and reread and reread and reread. And that's what I wish I had. I wish I had a book that I could have just consumed. It just says, trust me, it'll get better. Trust me, it'll get better. Trust me, it'll get better. So again, if you haven't bought that book, go get it. It's on Amazon. You can see the book reviews. I think it only has 50 book reviews. So if you guys can help me write some reviews for that book, it would be wonderful. I did release a second course, not only a second book. There's a course called Get Your Money Right. It is only $99. It's kind of a budgeting course, discretionary spending, how to convert items into time. There's just a lot of things I think you and your family should talk about with money. I think you've got to get everybody on the same page. I did an exercise with many of my millionaires a long time ago. Maybe we will redo it again about your lifestyle. How do you want to live? What are you living now? What can you cut? What you can grow? Kind of the baller experience. It's a lot of fun. Again, these are things that really get you thinking about money in a totally different light. It's really reasonable at $99. It's still $99. I haven't raised it because I think it's that important for folks. So again, go get that. Now, how to get started one rental at a time goes to $299 because we keep adding stuff. The bonus section after bonus section after bonus section, it is just keeps growing, and the price was raised to $299 in 2021. So what did we do that year? We did $38,000 in YouTube, right? I don't remember what it was the year before. I think 14 grand. We did $24,000 in book sales. That's both books combined. We did $172,000 in course sales. That is both courses combined. Audible got up to $6,900, and referral income went to $43,400. So again, the total for what would this be, year 5, 18, 19, yeah, year 4 or 5 is 286,354, or a cumulative total of 415. So that's what happened in 2021. What happened in 2022? Again, we added more weekly millionaires. We had a full roster before. Some came, some left. We added more. Still averaged 5 videos a day. I think YouTube thinks I create too much content. I honestly believe that. I think YouTube's like, dude, you create too much content. What the heck are you doing? So it is what it is, but I enjoy doing it. It doesn't feel like work to me. It's a lot of fun. Did create the 5-day week schedule. I would have burnt out otherwise. I think Olivia is dead on. We record Sunday through Thursday, 8 to 11. So it's 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 3 different people a day usually. Something else we did in 2022 that I was wildly happy about is we did our first ever ORAT Mastermind in Fresno. These events are very different. You can actually buy it. It's only $47. You can buy it on my website, onerentalatatime.com. Over 6 hours of content, all Q&A. I do things very different. No PowerPoint, all Q&A. There were 200 people or so in the room asking questions. You had Dion, Millennial Mike, Beth, Omar, Adrian, that ADU guy, Christian and Cody and Christian, and many others. I think Dustin from Convoy and Bo and all those guys were there. So again, if you weren't there, you need to go buy it. It's $47. It's 6 hours of content for $47. Are you kidding me? It is crazy. And then lastly, because it was the first time, I lost over 10 grand. We charged $47 to go, I think. I think it was 47. Yeah, I think it was 47. But I spent that much on food, and then I got video, and then I got just coffee, and I bought everybody shirts just to commemorate the first one. So you could see throughout this whole journey, I lost money. I lost money here, lost money there. It just happens. And then finally, we raised the course one more time to how to get started one rental at a time is now $399. It is still $399 today. I don't know that I will raise it more, even though I get told all the time, raise it, raise it, raise it. I don't know. I think it's a good number today. It feels right. You also get access to the Facebook group. if you go much more than that, in my opinion, not as many people can say yes. And I think how to get started one rental at a time is life changing. And I just think I got to leave it there. Even though I've paid people for coaching and they all recommend something significantly higher, I'm just not going to do it. So again, that at that price, you get the private Facebook group, but you also get something brand new. Something brand new we just did is once a week, I'm going to invite my students to attend if they want. They don't have to. A Zoom call with one of our weekly millionaires. We did that this week with Dion and Matt. We call it the Three Amigos Show. And it was fun. It was about 100 people. I think it was 89 people at the peak came to be a part of it. It was kind of like a little online mastermind. It was a lot of fun. But let's get into the numbers. YouTube income in 2022 was now $78,000, 135. Book sales were 31,000. Course sales were 184. Audible went up to 11,000. Thank you, Dion, for getting my second book there. Referrals got to 80,200. Total income for 2022 was 385, 611, with a cumulative total of now 801. So again, we're at 801 grand at the end of 2022. What has happened so far in 2023? We're recording this in the middle of June. In the middle of June is where all these numbers will come from in a minute. First thing to note, YouTube ad revenue is down, down, down. I don't know if you heard from other content creators, but YouTube revenue is down 30, 40%. Again, that doesn't bother me. I don't have any high overhead or budgets or anything of that nature. But yeah, there are probably some content creators who are in trouble because they have very high overhead. But again, ad revenue's down, course sales are down. But again, it is what it is. Still recording 5 days a week, and I got to tell you, I love it. It's just perfect. It's the right rhythm. I get 2 hours or 2 days each week just to goof off and not feel like I have a schedule. So again, shout out Olivia for being the smarter person. We did create a goal. I think it was 2.5 years ago. Dion likes to spend my money. So we committed to a $50,000, or not 50,000, excuse me, a goal of 50,000 subscribers. Once we got there, we're sitting at about 46,000 today. We're going to host an event in Vegas a day or two. I will not plan the event until we hit 50,000. If I were to guess, we'll hit 50,000 sometime in August or September, which means the event probably occurs in January. But again, become part of it. Like, subscribe, comment, ask your friends. Maybe with your help, we get there sooner. So yeah, if you want to help, ask your friends to join, subscribe, be part of the fun. I now believe that getting wealthy is 3 simple steps. This video, this run through of my financial numbers on purpose is meant to highlight that. I am no one special. I am not an entrepreneur. I have had no master plan. I've just been moving forward and seeing where the opportunities lie. And as I've always said, right, create dry powder, become elite at something, and then time, 10 years. So we're 5 years into this journey, about 4.5 years into this journey. I wonder where this thing will go in the future. But yeah, 10 years of this, it could be pretty amazing. And then lastly, something I did and sold in 2023 was flips, right? I'm a real estate channel. Late last year, Q4 of 2022 was very tough. The market was cold. It was frozen. People were losing money. And I said, you know what? This is the time to strike. Everybody is scared. I'm going to go prove those doomers and crash bros wrong. I plan to buy 1, and we bought 2. Fully documented on this channel. You can go back and look at the walkthroughs, before and afters, the dollar amounts. It's all there. These were bought on the MLS. Everybody in the country could see these. Frankly, everybody in the world could see these. We got all of these for 30% under list price, both of them. And we sold them and made a lot of money. You will see the dollars here in a minute. So what does the money look like so far through the month of June? Actually, half of the month. We've done 24,000 in YouTube, so way, way, way down. Book sales, about 20 grand, so not bad. Or at course at 38 grand, way, way, way down. Audible, 5,600. Again, I think way down. Referrals, way down, 28. My flips, thank you, Crash Bros and Doomers. You helped me make 86,500. That is net. That is what we made after all expenses, carrying costs, things of that. So thus far in 2023, we've made $204,280, and the total is $1,000,000. $5,739, all in the span of about 5 years. So how does this look on a graph? Look at that. $0. $489 by the middle of the like by 1 year mark. At the end of one full, or actually it's what, year and a half, year 9 months, 23 grand. Then 129, then 415, then 801, and then roughly halfway through this year, we're sitting at just over $1 million. And oh, by the way, I did forget one thing that I've just added. I started doing 2 and 3 hour Eventbrite meetings, one a month, and we've made about $9,000. So it's actually a little bit over, I don't know, what is that? 1.015 million. I didn't feel like adjusting my slides once I realized I missed an income. So what does this all mean? What are the lessons? I believe there's nothing special about me. I'm just some guy talking to a mic and a camera. I've taken my hobby and passion and frankly, accidentally made $1 million. It does start very slow. I have no master plan. I've never looked at a YouTube analytic. I wouldn't know what one of those were if it bit me in the butt. It starts very, very slow, over 1,000 videos before monetized. Didn't matter to me. I was building impact and I thought it was working. You got to create a routine that works for you. I'm a morning person. I could not imagine doing this at night. I don't edit videos. I literally pull up, this morning, or, Beth was what was Beth today? 10 o'clock. She and I got 3 topics. We talked about them, 3 topics, posted videos, all done. And then I don't think about it. So that's my routine. I think more people would do themselves better if they did that. And again, you got to go ahead and create your authentic self, your voice. Don't try to be anybody else. Don't try to be anybody else. Don't see a channel and try to copy their whatever they're doing. It's not, you have to make sure you're comfortable in your own skin. The big thing I would take from this is if I wanted to create a channel on yarn or knitting or classic cars or peanut butter or whatever it is I would go find 5 people who also like that topic and talk to them every week. I talk to you on Monday. I talk to you on Tuesday. I talk to you on Wednesday. It's just an easy way to create content. It's an easy way to stay up to date. It's an easy way to have opinions. And I'm so lucky to have the millionaires that come a part of this. Again, you can go to onerentalatatime.com and right on the homepage, look at Meet the Millionaires, and you will see their stories and all of that amazing stuff. You got to get your reps in. A lot of people have themselves convinced that they got to do perfect editing and this, that, the music scene. It doesn't matter. At least it doesn't matter to me. Push record. I do more stuff live. In fact, I consider all my stuff live because I never edit. Like on this video, what if I coughed like 4 times? Doesn't matter. Staying in the video. I'm just, when we're done, we're done. I'll load it, move on. So again, reps are important. If you go back and watch my first 1,000 videos, I was trying to figure it out. I had no idea what I was doing. From that was born the Daily Financial News, gets 5,000 views a day. Again, not big for lots of channels, but meaningful to me. So if you're part of the people that watch Daily Financial News every day, I want to thank you, thank you, thank you. You are amazing. I appreciate your support. It's outstanding. I think perfection is a myth. Don't chase it. Too many people get hurt. And this is both coming from Sean and Ryan, guys who really, helped inspire me to create this presentation. Perfection is a myth. Don't chase it. Push record, move on. Push record, move on. For me, it's about tomorrow, not yesterday. And I do the same things with videos. As soon as this video is done and loaded, I'll be on to the next one. And I'll be excited for it. You can choose to chase impact or money. If your platform is YouTube, you can either chase impact, which is what I am chasing, or you can chase money. If you are going to chase money, you're going to do scary things. Doom, Crash Bros, the world is ending, the government's this, the that, the this, the Daltons, whatever. And if you're comfortable being in that, go for it. I was lucky enough to have dinner with Spencer Cornelia yesterday, who is the guru slayer. And let's just say kind of being in that soup every day really can impact your mindset. So again, I am not chasing money. I'm chasing impact. I would rather create 1,000 videos and make no money like year 1 than create one video that goes viral for being doom. That is not my thing. One thing you will have to do if you're on YouTube is block trolls and haters, and you will have them. I do not give people the benefit of the doubt. If you say hateful things about me or a millionaire, you're blocked. If you are a crash bro or a troll from a crash bro, I have no problem blocking you. I don't need that energy in my life, so I hit block and never think about you again. You can keep being a renter in your mom's basement for all I care. That is fine with me. If you're willing to do the work, I'm your guy. If you want to sit in the parking lot and get drunk, go watch a crash bro. They're feeding you, and I won't. I won't tolerate you. If you want to get drunk in the parking lot with your crash bro friends, you are not going to like what I have to say. I don't give you permission to do nothing. I ask you to do the work each and every day. Get a buy box, 20 minutes a day, daily discipline. And I lead by example. One of the things that you've hopefully seen by now is I'm leading by example. I'm not just preachy. I'm showing you what I'm doing. And then I delete spam. I don't know if you've noticed this on my channel, but something I try to go through each day is I delete all the crypto spam. I delete all the other things. I do this on YouTube. I do this on Instagram. It's not inconsequential. I do my best to block them or delete them. I'm certainly not perfect, I'm sure, but my channel, I feel good about saying, is better than most. I can't believe that IG or YouTube hasn't figured a way to block those spammy comments. And then here you go. Stats from the last 5 years. I've done over 11,000 videos, no editing. Go live at 7:30 a.m. 5 days a week. YouTube is my chosen platform. I have very few posts on personally on Instagram. My team does post stuff there. I have started interacting on Twitter, but again, my content there or videos comes from YouTube. My team does that. I used to have no overhead, but now I have overhead. I've had overhead for like the last 2 years. I do pay someone now to do thumbnails. Shout out to the team doing thumbnails, also for doing shorts and posting on other platforms. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are amazing. If you watch this, I couldn't do it without you. Frankly, I wouldn't do it without you. I now have an office when I'm in town, so I'm out of my kid's bedroom in 2021. You can see those videos with that big old grandma mirror behind me. But yeah, it's out of the way. The office is $1,500, and I have to pay $500 for high-speed internet because they really gouge you when you're a business. No, to have any marketing budgets, never done any advertising. I occasionally boost a post on IG just because I happen to like it, but it's no grand plan. I do want you to know I have fun each and every day. If once I stop having fun, this will stop happening. But I get to talk to millionaires. I get to talk to people doing the work. I get to hear from all of you. I get to mail these cards out, right? The golden ticket and the black card to people doing it. One rental at a time is clearly making a difference. The course, How to Get Started One Rental at a Time, is clearly making a difference. And then finally, I think life is great when you can share your passion with the world. How to Get Started One Rental at a Time is exactly how we did it. It is exactly how we learned a market we never been to. It's exactly how we went from one house to 2 houses to 3 houses. I looked at my buy box for over 3 years, and my buy box was ridiculously focused. So again, I'm having a lot of fun. I hope you're having a lot of fun. I think, as Sean Cannell from Think Media says, just push record. I think that is wise advice. You can go and get my books on YouTube. You go to my website, onerentalatatime.com. You can see my book recommendations that meant a lot to me in this journey. You can see my millionaires and their book recommendations. And then lastly, as we started, I want to thank Sean Cannell from Think Media and Ryan Pineda for having conversations with me, inspiring me to think about one rental at a time, think about where we've come from, where we are. And again, I think this is just another example that with focus and daily discipline, you can have what I would consider wildly big success. So again, this has all been a happy accident, no grand plan. I was just chasing impact. Impact has led to books, course, YouTube, and other things. So yeah, I think it's shocking to think that I made $1 million by accident. Crazy. All right, everybody, take care. Have fun. Bye.